This cannot be. I think I'm wrong, guys. I think I'm wrong. It's going to 0. Game over. Good game, guys. I'm deleting this YouTube channel. It's an embarrassment. I'm just embarrassing myself. I just got absolutely wrecked saying that we're going to the moon. And then, we just get cooked. You just get absolutely cooked. And I'm going to be reviewing why this is actually a good thing. First thing we need to know is why did the market react this way? The second thing we need to know is what does this tell us about the Fed and what they're going to do next? And then the third thing we need to know is, depending on what the Fed is going to do next, how is the market going to react to that? And this is why I am extremely bullish by this market crash. I am actually very happy it happened. Did I expect it to happen? No, I was like, dude, Bitcoin might just rally from here. Might just keep going up, especially if the Fed announcement was good, which it was not. We did the complete opposite happened. What do we need to know? What are we taking in here? The Federal Reserve came out, made an announcement. They're not moving interest rates. They're staying solid. The market had a bad reaction. The market said, you know what? This is scary. We think there's a recession coming ahead. And there was a huge sell-off. Now, market volatility is a great thing when it comes down to bull runs, because we're going to see the biggest down days when we are in the bull run. We're going to have days of 10, 15, 20% drops. And this is the first one of last bull run. We had 14 of these, and this is the first one for this one, I believe. Now, why am I bullish about this? I'm bullish about this because this gives the Fed the green light to ease policy, to print money, and drop interest rates. What does the Fed look at? Well, they look at unemployment rate. They look at the inflation rate. Is it where they want to be in order to further debase the currency, increase the money supply? And then the third thing they look at is, how did the market react to our last announcement? And the market reacted very negatively to this one. And if they do the same thing, or they are going to hold interest rates where they've been for the last year now, the market is going to react the same exact way on a much larger scale. So the odds that they're going to drop rates next in September is pretty much 100%. And that's actually exactly what all of the prediction indicators are saying. Now, outside of that, let's look at the other indicators that are important to us. U.S. inflation is gone from 7% and it's gone all the way down to 3%. They want it at 2%. If it's on a downward trajectory, they can afford to drop interest rates because it's going to continue going down because it's a lagging indicator. Now, the other one is unemployment rate. We are at 4.3%. They want this to be at 3%. So we are a little bit high. And that is a good sign that they can further ease policy. And then the third thing is the market reaction. The people believe, they're like, wow, the Federal Reserve, they held rates too high for too long. And now there's fear of a recession. Divide indicate a recession in 2024. Is there going to be a recession? There is no such thing as a recession if they ease policy, because they're just increasing the money supply in the system, and everyone is all of a sudden rich. People got money to spend, businesses have money to make, and money is moving around. Now, when they go down the negative side of the cycle, which will probably be in a year or two after this easing cycle, next time they tighten, we are completely we're probably going into a depression. But that's a later problem. We're going to worry about that later. For now, we're going to worry about accumulating as much wealth as possible during this bull run when they ease policy, which should come in September. So yeah, this market crash, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Hold your bag. There's a few rules to this game. Rule number 1 is do absolutely nothing. You just have to do absolutely nothing. That is the hardest thing to do, because I've been swapping things around, I've been making mistakes, and I'm like, I gotta stop doing that. Rule number 1 is you do nothing. Rule number 2 is you don't leverage. You don't use leverage. You don't leverage the markets, especially the crypto market, because there are factors that are out of your control that are going to negatively impact prices. And if it hits you at the wrong time, you're going to go underwater. And why would you leverage something that has such a high guarantee result of not just long-term success, but long-term profitability? I mean, don't make a short-term bet on a long-term hold. And that's what you're doing if you're leveraging these things. So don't use leverage. Don't take out credit cards. Don't use debt to buy these things. Use hard-earned money that you do not need for living expenses within at least the next 3 to 5 years. And those are just the basic rules of this game. Don't do nothing. Wait. Be patient. Let the market do its reaction to the news, to the media. Another big thing that might create stimulus is if we go to war. I mean, if a war happens, yeah, the market's going to absolutely tank. Now, that's a buying opportunity because war is also a catalyst of easing policy. And if they ease policy, everything goes up. And it's that very much that simple. I'm cash poor right now. I might even be overexposed. I am overexposed right now, unfortunately. And my next, I know I say don't leverage these things, but I'm racking up a credit card bill right now. It's all right. I'll pay it off. But I think this is a good thing. And the market reacted really nicely. I mean, we're on a Wednesday now, and on the 5th, on Monday, it dropped down to 50K. It just rebounded. Just rebounded off of 50K. And in the grand scheme of things, a year ago, we were, down another 50% from where we are right now. I'm not concerned. I'm very bullish. I believe that this gives the Fed the green light to ease policy and increase money supply, bringing back liquidity, driving the prices of all asset classes up to the moon. And I'm very confident about my position. And my goal is I'm going to do absolutely nothing. I'm going to buy these dips, that of which I can't because I'm completely cash poor. I'm fully exposed to the market at this point, and I'm just going to ride it out. Now, what are you going to do? None of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I am no professional. However, I am me, and I'm going to do what I do, and I'm going to put my money where my mouth is, and my mouth is in these markets. I'm not freaking out. Don't freak out. It's totally cool. We are totally chill. It's just one market crash of many. It happens all the time. You just got to get used to it, and I'm very used to it. All right, that's the vid. Later.